Okay, we'll call to order the meeting of the St. Lawrence County Industrial Development Agency Local Development Corporation.
Okay, Mr. Blevins,
Here.
Mr. Hall,
Here.
Mr. Labatt,
Here.
Mr. McMahon, Mr. Morrow,
Here.
Mr. Reagan,
Here.
Mr. Staples.
Possibly.
We have a quorum. Public notice was provided March 22nd, 2024. Is there any public comment? Hearing none, motion to approve the minutes from February 27th, 2024.
Move. Second.
Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Financial report?
No
Nope.
financials.
No financial report. Committee reports.
I move to accept the audit and the governor's committee meetings that were previously voted on in the previous meeting.
I think you're right. Okay. Second, discussion, the auditor's report. The auditor's opinion is unmodified for all organizations. Internal controls, there were no material weaknesses. Compliance, no instances of non-compliance with provisions of laws or grants. No difficulties reported performing the audit, and there were no disagreements with management. And I would ask, are there any questions on the audit report? Hearing none, Mr. Blevins, report on the governance committee, please.
The governance committee met this morning and this afternoon and reviewed the policies that you have in front of you in your packet. We decided there was no need for any change at this time for any of the policies. We did discuss the board member evaluation forms, and a suggestion was made that we add a line next year for comments. The annual financial disclosure forms were reviewed and completed. The completed forms will be submitted to St. Lawrence County Board of Ethics prior to March 31st deadline. And lastly, the committee reviewed the mission statement and performance measures and determined there's no need for revisions to that at this time. That's the end of my report.
Very good.
Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Staff report.
Just a couple of quick items with the loan fund. We've been contacted by Potsdam Specialty Paper requesting that we provide them a waiver on an accounts receivable that we hold. We have a blanket filing with Potsdam Specialty. From time to time, they'll have a vendor financing opportunity where the vendor will ask us to provide a waiver on a key account. We've done this before. We recommend you let us do it. It's a waiver that we sign with the vendor that we are providing the position to.
Do we need a motion to accept your report on that?
I think as long as in the minutes, there's acknowledgement that it's okay, then I think we're good. And I'm hearing that we're okay.
Yes.
We also are working with our micro fund on a borrower where we've been working on a settlement offer on an amount that they owe us. The amounts that's owed is around $13,000. The settlement offer that we're proposing is around 11,500. If the settlement is agreed upon over the course of the history of the loan, it will represent essentially a full payment with some of the interest that we've earned on the outstanding payments. We recommend you let us do that as well.
I recommend we pass through that on a motion.
Fine.
In the record, I so move.
Second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I'm also going to do a quick summary of our mission and performance review a little later in the meeting. So I will give up the floor until then.
Thank you. Does anyone have any old business? Hearing none, I would entertain a consent resolution on our annual review of the Code of Ethics, compensation, reimbursement, attendance policy, defense and indemnification policy, and whistleblower policy, and the deposition of real property guidelines.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution accepting the 2023 audit, which was discussed previously.
So move.
Second, any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Resolution for 2023 annual Paris report.
I move the adoption.
Seconded, any discussion?
Every year, we have to collect all the information on the various projects we're involved with and through the LDC. That's then reported up through the Paris report. It then becomes part of our, you're gonna approve the performance, the mission and performance report next. And then that all gets put into our overall annual report. Just some highlights I will point out for the LDC. We have in this report, the combined job reporting with all of the affiliated development organizations. Some loan projects, Bent Beam Brewery, Northeastern Sign, Atlantic Testing. We have a tenant, Michelle Michaels, in the Messina Industrial Park, for which we are collecting and remitting pilot payments to the taxing jurisdictions. There was the River Valley Community Development Program this year. We had a number of loans paid off, and you participated with the River Valley Agency in a significant number of marketing activities that are highlighted in the report.
Very good. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Resolution approving our 2023 mission and performance report.
So move.
Again,
That's the one I just summarized.
discussion we already had. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Do we have a need for executive session?
No.
No.
Move to adjourn.
Okay. We adjourn.